Yo, what's up guys? We're back in the shop again today. I want to do a little video about the Eclipse. I just kind of want to talk about the history, the plans, everything that I got going on with this car. We got Flipper here today. He's playing on some Forza 5. So, the Eclipse. This is a 1998 GSX Eclipse. I've owned Eclipses my whole life. Graduated high school, got my first one. I was a GS. Did timing belt, did a bunch of gaskets on it, did a little bit of work to the motor. Ended up flipping that car, traded it up to a GST, which, funny story with that. I bought it, 3 weeks later I lost my license, but it was actually due to the GS, not the GST, that I got in trouble with. So I ended up selling that and upgrading to the GSX. That's where I'm at today. So the Eclipse, it is under the knife, and I started the build when I lived at my apartment, and I just didn't have all of the money at the time to finish it, and then I ended up finding a lineup on a house, so it just wasn't in the budget. We got the house, beautiful shop, but here the Eclipse still sits. It is what it is, gotta make sacrifices sometimes. But I ended up getting the house, we got the shop, everything's back. You know, you'd think I'd continue the progress, but now I'm going to get married. So the Eclipse is on the back burner again, sitting in the corner. Everybody's sad. Are we sad, Flipper?
We're sad.
We're sad. So I just kind of want to talk about the plans of the car, what is on the car, you know, the specs, yada. It's currently on some Enkei RPF 1s, wrapped in some Nittos, PC coils, drilled and slotted rotors, rear strut bar. Not anything crazy going on in here. Just kind of fascinating to see decent stock interior in a 98. The grip roll steering wheel. That was definitely a pretty penny. You're not really going to be able to see it because there's not much light in here, but lots of detail in the steering wheel. AEM gauge pillar. And that's coming back to the engine. So with the motor, I do have some things that I have upgraded, I've changed. Mainly I'm doing the turbo upgrade. That's kind of what I'm after right now. I went from stock turbo to now the Rotomaster. I don't know any of the specs on the turbo. I do know that when I sent it in to get rebuilt though, the turbo builder had mentioned to me that there is a bigger wheel inside of there. And he said that he just rebuilt it with the upgraded wheel. So it is a little bit of a sleeper turbo. That's pretty cool. It's got 255 fuel pump in there, fuel pressure regulator, has upgraded fuel lines, front mount intercooler. I did purchase a Mishimoto intercooler that I'd like to put on there, but as of right now everything is fabricated up for the front mount intercooler that's on there. So maybe for the startup I'll get that, or when I decide to finish it. And when I say decide to finish it, I mean that's because I can put clamps on it, I can put gaskets in it, and I can put fluid and put it all together with the finished bolts and stuff. I can do that, but it's still going to be on a stock ECU. I'd have to run a boost controller, and that just doesn't really suit my fancy. That's not really my vision for this car. I'd like it to have like DSM link or ECU master and just let it eat, you know, have some two-step, have some fun, let it be rowdy. Let this old girl do what she was always meant to do. But that's kind of some of the plans with the car. That's kind of where I'm at. I mean, I got some new radiator hoses. I bought those. I did a new timing belt with my dad. That's a Gates timing belt. We did the whole thing, water pump. Has an Apex exhaust. And for a manifold, I have an OBX racing header. I have a tile wastegate and a tile blow-off valve. Yeah, I don't really think I'm forgetting too much. I mean, that's just kind of where I'm at. I really hope to get it done. I hate to say such a long ways away, but maybe 2025, just to be, you know, just to be realistic, you know. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, not even my own. But that's pretty much it for the Eclipse. I just kind of wanted to give everybody an update. Lots of family, lots of friends. Everybody that sees me, that knows me personally, asks about it. And it's just a mouthful every time I got to tell them, so. So that's all I have for the Eclipse. And like I had mentioned in my other video, I do want to do an in-depth video on the Honda. I want to talk about the bolt-ons. I want to talk about the suspension, the rim setup, what I got going on the inside, the exhaust. Like, I just want to give everybody a rundown of that. But I don't want to just jump into the video right away and just do that, because I can't drive it on the road right now with the salt and everything. So I'd rather be in the car. Like, we'll go for a ride and I can talk about everything then. Like, I feel like that'd just be much better of a video than me sitting here going, this, that, you know. I'd rather just be ripping it. We'll talk about it. And you guys can honestly be with me to experience the ride at the same time. And the same thing goes for the G35. I don't want to just jump in and just talk about it. I want to do an in-depth video on it. We'll go huck some donuts together, you know. We'll get some donut therapy together. So that'll all be in a later video. But with all that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and as always, you guys have a good day.